For 10 years, Michael Frank of North Tonawanda has had a dream. He wants to be a millionaire. After 4 separate attempts, he has finally made it onto the show. This particular episode was filmed in November of 2009 and is airing now.
In 7 months, I really couldn't tell anybody and just had to keep quiet about it.
He managed to do it, but it wasn't easy.
It was so tough. I wanted to tell people so bad, but I couldn't even tell my parents or my kids.
After being kept in the dark, Michael's family is here now to support him and watch the show. His brother Brian and his wife Samara came in from Atlanta to be there for his big day. Michael's family are not the only ones excited about the show. The town of North Tonawanda stands behind Michael as well.
Everybody's so excited. I think just to have someone from North Tonawanda being on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, everybody's seen the show for years and they're just really pumped up for it and real excited, and really the town's been a buzz the last couple of weeks.
As the show gets started, the energy in the room rises.
I know what happens when I'm nervous.
Michael is the second contestant on today's show, and he is ready to watch how it all turned out.
Jamie, are you ready? I am ready. Audience, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Once Michael is in the hot seat, he is in for a few surprises.
When they ask the audience, on here it only lasts like 5 seconds while they tally it up. There it takes about 5 minutes. And you hear that music for 5 minutes because they're tallying. You're just and you're like, oh gosh, you know.
Michael also may have discovered some untapped psychic powers.
I always daydream about being on the show, and I'd always think of hard questions. And there's like my favorite group's the Beatles. I'm trying to think of a hard question that the Beatles.
One question in particular he mentioned to his wife Kelly on the way to New York. The $15,000 question came up.
The category is the Beatles. What member of the Beatles is commonly known by his middle name instead of his real first name, James?
Came up, I'm like, oh boy, wow.
When all was said and done, Michael walked away with $50,000 when he was stumped on a particularly hard question. His wife, who was with Michael on the show, totally supported his decision.
I just go, baby, go, and you know, when you get to that question that you don't know the answer, just stop.
Sitting at home and thinking, oh, I'm 80% sure, 90% sure. When you're in that chair and you're thinking all that money you're gonna lose, you're like, it really makes you think differently.
$1 million or not, Michael's family is proud.
It was a blast. For me, it was just a blast, the whole experience, and it was his dream.